All right, thank you so much for coming. It's so nice. I can't wait to see you all at Mega. And this is here a summary of the things that you need to prepare before going to a big JT event, or it could be a small one as well. And it could also apply to any other event that you go. The first section I'm going to talk about is the appearance. In the appearance, you got to make sure that what are the things you have to do for your hair, makeup. You need to buy new makeup, you need to get haircut, color, styling, and prepare for when you travel, how you're gonna style your hair. If it's a man, also, if you're gonna cut it or what you have to do. The wardrobe changes are important, so make sure you identify the wardrobe that you're going to use for the event for each day, taking in consideration that the pictures are going to be in two sections. The first morning, at the end of the morning, and at the end of the mid-morning could be three times. Mid-morning, noon, and in the evening could be another two sections. So make sure you have a jacket, two different things, a flexible wardrobe that you can pack or identify before the show so that you can have different pictures with different celebrities with different, so that it looks like it's a different event. When you post them, then it looks like you're in a different location. You're different, dressly different. Same thing with the shoes. Identify the shoes. Remember, like when you look at someone, the shoes is a tell-all. So always JT says, look at the shoes, and that's gonna tell you the type of person. So make sure you wear really good shoes. I know you want comfortable shoes, but actually make sure that if they're comfortable, they're really nice looking, clean, and professional. Now, the JT gear. The JT gear says maybe you have some past t-shirts that you bought, and make sure you have a tie for a woman. Maybe I have two JT ties, the fugu and the purple, and I'm gonna maybe make a video of how to tie a JT tie for female. And so make sure you bring all the JT gear. Maybe you have bags, maybe you have some pens, and that's actually really good. Maybe you have some bracelets from the past. So make sure you bring all that, so that gives you more branding that you've been there before, so you can connect more people. That's it about appearance. And now the second section would be about travel. So in travel, you need to set up all the logistics for the travel. If you're gonna have a ticket, if you're going to come by train, by car, by ride, I don't know how you're going to come. So make sure you make all the plans and have everything done. Also the transportation back and forth from the airport or from where you are. I'm here in Los Angeles, so I have to make sure my car is right, my car is clean, my car has all the things that I have to load, and I want to take to the location. So everybody's different. Make sure that you do all the logistics right before. We are a month and a half, or almost more than a month and a half away. So make sure you have enough time for that. Then you have the luggage. Make sure you have light luggage. I am a very efficient packer, so make sure you have small luggage because otherwise it's going to be a hurdle maybe to go back and forth. The smaller the luggage, the better. Of course, sometimes you have dresses, suits, everything. I know that you need sometimes bigger luggage, but make sure you minimize the luggage. All the things that you have to transport. One thing about the transportation is make sure you store a steam iron. Those are very handy for the dress attires over there. I'm bringing some, so if you want to borrow it later, you can always do. And a small steam iron. I have two actually. Maria gifted me one, and I have another one. So make sure that you purchase snacks and supplies ahead of time. Identify the snacks you're going to bring, because actually sometimes we are going to stay on the chairs for a long time. Maybe you feel hungry. Maybe you want a snack, a liquid snack, a goo snack, whatever snack, protein snacks, milkshake snacks. So make sure you bring all that. Maybe it's in powder, but it's easy to transport. That's what I do. I buy bars. I have a protein shake powder, and I make sure I am fed and fueled during the day, listening, so I can have my brain working and not falling asleep, or I'm always lucid. Also, make sure you bring your taking notes gear. So identify the notes gear you're going to do. Are you going to do handwriting in a notebook? Make sure you write a notebook. You buy a notebook that is actually sturdy so that you can write on your lap. Or if you're going to bring your laptop or your tablet, make sure you upload all the applications. I use Notes on my tablet to write, and I use also a notebook to write. But sometimes also I bring the laptop. The issue with the laptop is you need to be charging. Sometimes we have to be there for a long time writing, so it's going to take too long. So that the charger will go off, you need a plug, and then you have to sit in the back and plug it. So that's what I have to do before. But this is so the electronics are welcome. The electronics are needed for the note taking, but if you don't have to, you can write a note. When you write the notes, make sure you follow JT's rules to put an asterisk, 2 asterisks, and 3 asterisks for the urgent things. And I'll talk to you about that in the next section, in the networking section. But I want to make sure that you have the right note-taking gear. And also, if you need to upgrade your phone or your laptop or your tablet, so make sure you do that right now. Think about that. Are you going to run out of space? You need to empty some things. You have some files that need to back up. So make sure you do that. The next section would be networking. So for networking, how do you prepare for networking? Make sure you have a pitch. Make sure you have a 60-second pitch, a 3-minute pitch. Make sure you know exactly how you're going to present yourself, introduce yourself, maybe something funny. There's a website called The Science of People. She is amazing. I follow her. I've been learning from her, and you'll be surprised all the things that you can learn to prepare for how to address people and how to ask interesting questions from that. Make sure you have a goal to this event. Are you going to expand your clients? Do you want to make some networking? Do you want to get some new deals? Do you want to just experience people? What do you want to do? Make sure you have a goal. The next thing in the networking is make sure you prepare your business card, digital card, e-card, QR codes, everything. So I have, of course, Linktree, and I have 10,000 cards that we got from Clubhouse. And so I have a link for the 10,000 cards, and when they scan it, they can add my phone into their contacts. Or I can show them the QR code for the Linktree, or I can show them the QR code on whatever social media that they have. I have something called Add Eddie, and I'll share that with you later. Add Eddie, EDDIE, and that is an app that goes on your watch and on your phone, and it has all the QR codes of all my links, all my social medias, all my offers, everything. So depending on who I talk to, I can share the QR code with my watch, and they can scan it and go to it. So these are the things that you can do for your business card. You can order business card. Real business card is somebody wants business cards. Have everything prepared. I have business cards for real. I have different business cards for my different businesses. And I have my digital cards, my digital front card, and I have my multiple QR codes for all my social media. The next thing is prepare the JT photos on your socials, on your sites. If you have videos, interviews, start posting them, shorts, little clips here and there, stories, in all the different social media, so that people, when you go to the event, they see your social media. They find JT things, branding by association, celebrity pictures, etc. And then so in terms of opening lines and where to stand in large crowds, I really recommend going to the website for thescienceofpeople.com. They have lots of tips of opening lines for people that you're going to meet there. Where to stand, and when you go there, make sure you prepare yourself. Where are you going to stand in the crowd? Are you going to sit in front? Are you going to sit in the sides? I like to sit in the border at the end of the line so that I can exit fast and go in there. And I like to have the space. I like to sit in the aisle so that I can take pictures without crowds in front of me. And I like to sit in the middle front. And that's my strategy when I'm in the event. But when I'm networking, there's some areas actually that you should be around. So you should be around the host, anybody that is participating in the event, or you should be in the middle of the room. Don't be near if you are near the food or near the bathrooms in the area, then that is conducive to more introvert, you don't get as much connection, okay? And now the almost last section is the emergency section. So what to prepare for emergency? Make sure you bring an extra blow dryer if you're a female or a male, depending, and extra hair products. Make sure you have nail clippers and filers in case something breaks. And moisturizers for the air. The air is very dry. And take extra chargers for your devices. So make sure you have I have 2 extra chargers for my phone to get more juice, and tablets and stuff, and also medicine for any stomach issues that you may find. I don't think you'll have any eye issues there. This is okay, but bring also extra sweaters just in case it's sometimes it's cold in those rooms. And lastly, the marketing and branding strategy that you have to define for that event. What is your marketing strategy while you're there? So you have to think about that, because then you know exactly what to listen to. So are you going to listen to focus on the different things that they say and write quotes about it, and then share those quotes in your socials and your content on your clients? The next thing is what to implement from what you're listening to in your life and your business. So write down, this is a quote that I can share. This is something I can implement in my life and business. And then take lots of pictures of people. Extra pictures are always good. Take pictures with the people that you meet so that you remember them. And then, or maybe a little video. Also, it's a good time to, if you have some connection and you make some breakthrough, you can record a video testimonial at the event, because you'll be dressed up, they'll be dressed up. So there could be a good testimonial if you see clients, if you see collaborators. Get contacts of everybody that you see and their socials. Connect and follow so that you can grow your social media. Then schedule meetings. Make sure that you meet people and schedule meetings. Very impromptu, like, oh, let's meet later, or let's meet this time. Let's have a Calendly. Click here. Have everything ready. Have the Calendly ready. Calendly or any other application, right, for meetings. And then make sure that you diversify the people that you meet. Maybe you wanna meet people from everywhere in the world. You wanna meet people next to you, next to the people that are sitting across from you. Make sure you meet people and try to know people that are different from you. And it's interesting to being curious. Remember, Hugh Hilton says, how to be curious, because the curiosity maybe will connect you. I've been listening to a book called Together. It's really amazing. Has so many tips about connections, about networking, about how to really make sure that we are together and connected, and how it affects the mental health, your IQ, and your focus and your productivity. And then what are you gonna, so when another marketing strategy idea is, you have to focus on what are you gonna research for later. So what are you gonna research? Are you gonna be prepared about what's in AI, how you're gonna implement AI, your questions, have questions ready. For JT, for the coaches, for the people that you meet, and what are the things that, and the other strategy is, from what you're hearing, try to write down maybe what are the different types of content that you're envisioning to create from the event. And as you're listening to the event, then try to write what you're listening to, or the summary that you're getting, as a script to a content that you're going to write. For example, sometimes when Brent comes up, he usually says a lot of like, number 1, number 2, number 3. So I just write it down, put the title, and write those scripts, and I make a content out of it. And then I share, oh, I learned this from this, or this is a great tip that they emphasized in the event, blah, blah, blah. And you can actually do those recordings. Last time I did it at night before going to bed. I did a few, but then it was too much. And I did like the first couple of nights, I generated a lot of content, and I saved it on my phone, and then you give it to your people, or you edit it later. And that is it for all the prep. And I will send you a when traveling checklist that I have for all my travels. I've traveled and moved so many countries, and so I am very prepared for traveling. So I will now open for Q&A, and I'm gonna stop the recording. Stop the recording. Okay, pause. All right.